Ferrari 288 GTO. The Ferrari 288 GTO marked the beginning of Ferrari's modern hypercar lineage and became one of the most important performance cars of the 1980s. Originally developed as a homologation special for Group B racing, the car was designed to compete in a dangerous and highly competitive motorsport category that was eventually cancelled before the 288 GTO could fully race. Even without its intended racing future, the car immediately stood out because of its lightweight construction, aggressive styling, and twin-turbocharged V8 engine. At a time when most Ferraris still relied on naturally aspirated engines, the use of turbocharging gave the 288 GTO explosive acceleration and impressive top speed. Wide body panels, large air intakes, and racing-inspired aerodynamics separated it visually from the standard Ferrari models of the era. Production numbers remained extremely limited, making the car highly collectible almost immediately. Today, the 288 GTO is remembered as the machine that launched Ferrari's legendary hypercar dynasty, Ferrari F40. The Ferrari F40 became one of the most iconic supercars ever created and was the final Ferrari personally approved by Enzo Ferrari before his death. Built to celebrate Ferrari's 40th anniversary, the F40 focused entirely on raw speed and driver involvement. Engineers stripped away unnecessary luxury features in order to keep weight as low as possible. The car used a twin-turbocharged V8 engine that delivered brutal acceleration and intense turbo lag, creating a driving experience that demanded skill and concentration. The body featured aggressive vents, lightweight composite materials, and a massive rear wing that became instantly recognizable around the world. Unlike many modern hypercars filled with electronics, the F40 offered almost no driving assistance, making it feel wild and unpredictable at the limit. Its combination of racing-inspired engineering, extreme performance, and emotional character turned it into one of the most respected Ferraris in history. Ferrari F50. The Ferrari F50 took a very different approach from the F40 by focusing heavily on Formula One technology. Ferrari engineers wanted the car to feel as close as possible to driving a road-legal Formula One machine. The naturally aspirated V12 engine was directly derived from Ferrari's racing program, delivering a high revving and emotional soundtrack unlike the turbocharged F40. Instead of chasing maximum top speed, the F50 prioritized balance, chassis rigidity, and driver connection. The carbon fiber monocoque chassis and removable roof panel gave the car a unique blend of race car engineering and open-top driving excitement. The styling looked smoother and more aerodynamic than the F40, while still appearing dramatic and exotic. When it first launched, some people criticized the F50 for being less aggressive than its predecessor. But over time, enthusiasts grew to appreciate its purity and naturally aspirated character. Today, many collectors view the F50 as one of Ferrari's most underrated hypercars, Ferrari Enzo. Named after Ferrari founder Enzo Ferrari, the Enzo represented the company's technological masterpiece of the early 2000s. The car used advanced carbon fiber construction, Formula One-inspired paddle-shift transmission technology, and sophisticated aerodynamics developed directly from Ferrari's racing experience. Power came from a naturally aspirated V12 engine that delivered massive performance while maintaining Ferrari's signature high-revving character. The sharp, angular design looked futuristic and aggressive, helping the Enzo stand out even among other exotic supercars of its era. Large air intakes, active aerodynamic elements, and race-inspired proportions gave the car a purpose-built appearance. Unlike earlier Ferrari hypercars that relied heavily on raw mechanical simplicity, the Enzo introduced more advanced electronics and engineering systems to improve handling and stability. It became one of the defining supercars of the 2000s and helped establish Ferrari as a leader in modern hypercar technology. Ferrari LaFerrari. LaFerrari represented Ferrari's first hybrid hypercar and became part of the famous Holy Trinity, alongside the McLaren P1 and Porsche 918 Spider. Instead of using hybrid technology mainly for efficiency, Ferrari used electric power to improve acceleration and performance. The naturally aspirated V12 worked together with an electric motor to create extraordinary power while preserving Ferrari's emotional engine sound and driving character. The car featured advanced active aerodynamics that constantly adjusted to maximize downforce and stability at high speeds. Its design looked dramatic and futuristic, while still maintaining clear Ferrari styling influences. Inside, the cabin focused heavily on the driver, with racing-inspired seating positions and controls integrated directly into the steering wheel. LaFerrari proved that hybrid systems could enhance excitement rather than reduce it, helping shape the future direction of high-performance supercars. Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta. The LaFerrari Aperta brought open-top driving to Ferrari's hybrid hypercar platform. Removing the roof from such an advanced performance car created significant engineering challenges because Ferrari needed to preserve chassis rigidity and aerodynamic efficiency. Engineers reinforced the structure while carefully redesigning airflow around the cabin to maintain stability at high speeds. The combination of the naturally aspirated V12 and hybrid system created an even more emotional experience with the roof removed, allowing drivers to fully hear the engine's dramatic sound. Production numbers remained extremely limited, making the Aperta one of the most exclusive Ferraris ever built. Many collectors consider it one of the ultimate modern Ferrari road cars because it combines cutting-edge technology with the emotional experience of open-air driving. Ferrari Daytona SP3. The Ferrari Daytona SP3 was inspired by Ferrari's legendary endurance race cars from the 1960s, particularly the machines that dominated the Daytona 24-hour race. Unlike many modern hypercars moving toward hybridization, the Daytona SP3 celebrated the naturally aspirated V12 engine. Ferrari designed the car to focus on emotion, sound, and visual drama, rather than purely technological complexity. The body featured flowing curves, dramatic aerodynamic channels, and styling references inspired by classic racing Ferraris. Inside, the cockpit blended retro influences with modern performance technology. The Daytona SP3 instantly became one of Ferrari's most visually striking hypercars, while also serving as a tribute to the company's racing history. Ferrari SF90XX Stradale. The SF90XX Stradale transformed Ferrari's already powerful hybrid supercar into a far more extreme track-focused machine. Inspired by Ferrari's XX racing program, the car added aggressive aerodynamic upgrades, increased downforce, and more focused performance tuning. Unlike earlier XX cars that were restricted to track use only, the SF90XX Stradale remained road legal while delivering race car levels of performance. The hybrid powertrain produced astonishing acceleration, while advanced electronic systems helped maximize grip and handling precision. Large rear wings, dramatic vents, and race-inspired bodywork gave the car a highly aggressive appearance. The SF90XX Stradale represented Ferrari's modern approach to combining electrification with extreme performance. Ferrari Monza SP1. The Ferrari Monza SP1 was part of Ferrari's exclusive Icona series and celebrated classic open-top race cars from the company's past. Designed as a single-seat speedster, the SP1 removed the windshield entirely in order to create a pure and dramatic driving experience. Ferrari engineers developed a special airflow system that redirected wind above the driver to improve comfort at speed. The naturally aspirated V12 engine delivered powerful acceleration and an emotional soundtrack that matched the car's retro-inspired design. Every detail focused on exclusivity and emotion rather than practicality, making the Monza SP1 feel more like a collectible piece of automotive art than a traditional hypercar. Ferrari Monza SP2. The Ferrari Monza SP2 shared much of its engineering with the SP1, but added a second seat for a passenger. The design maintained the same open-top speedster philosophy, while allowing drivers to share the experience with another person. Inspired heavily by classic Ferrari race cars from the 1950s, the SP2 blended vintage styling influences with modern carbon fibre construction and advanced engineering. The naturally aspirated V12 remained the centrepiece of the experience, producing a dramatic sound and smooth high revving performance. The Monza SP2 quickly became one of Ferrari's most exclusive and visually distinctive modern creations. Ferrari F80. The Ferrari F80 is expected to become Ferrari's next major flagship hypercar and the successor to LaFerrari. Although details continue to emerge gradually, the car is expected to use advanced hybrid technology heavily influenced by Ferrari's modern racing programs. Engineers are likely focusing on combining extreme performance with improved efficiency and advanced aerodynamics. The F80 is anticipated to feature futuristic styling, lightweight construction, and highly sophisticated electronic systems capable of delivering incredible acceleration and cornering ability. Because Ferrari hypercars traditionally represent the company's most advanced technology, the F80 is expected to push the boundaries of performance even further than previous generations. Ferrari 20 program cars. Ferrari's XX program cars represent some of the most extreme machines the company has ever produced. Models such as the FXX-K and FXX-K were developed as track-only experimental hypercars intended for Ferrari's most exclusive clients. These cars allowed Ferrari engineers to test advanced technologies and gather performance data directly from owners driving on professional circuits. Unlike standard road cars, XX models focused entirely on maximum speed, aerodynamics, and racing capability without worrying about public road regulations. Owners participated in special Ferrari track events where factory technicians maintained and optimized the vehicles. The XX program became famous for blurring the line between customer ownership and factory motorsport development, creating some of the wildest Ferraris ever built.